So while this is still fresh in my mind, I want to let y'all know about a dream last night. I mean, it's not a dream, but so y'all remember me mentioning something about in one of my videos. I think I mentioned something about a fucking baby. Sorry, I got a text, but a baby, like it looked evil, like it was laughing, like in a way that I can't really imitate the laugh, but dude, it's I hear that laugh a lot, man. There's no bullshit. There's no bullshit into this. This is just undeniable proof that what's happening to me is legit. You know what I want? Like, dude, I want to get a test done on myself, that proves that I'm not on drugs and all this shit, and show it to y'all, because these motherfuckers that get on my channel and start fucking talking about me being on drugs, homie. Bro, I ain't never touched a drug in my life. So you can keep talking and talking and talking. That's all you're good for. That's all you contribute to humanity. You understand? You're a fucking piece of shit, dude. You should just go blow your brains out before we do it. Before we the people in America do it. Because the Constitution is going to protect us when we go to fucking fuck all you piece of shits up. You understand that? Because y'all fucking want to be treasonous and fucking agree with these motherfuckers. Y'all want to keep letting these motherfuckers do this shit. It's alright. You got it coming. Because when Trump leaves office, it's going to be hell. It's going to be hell anyway. I mean, it's going to be a police state. You understand? He supports the police. I don't like that motherfucker anymore. I used to like him. Hell, I'm a naive motherfucker. Voting does not help anything. It really doesn't. Anyway, I wanna go back on the I'm gonna get before I get distracted like I did in my last video, and Okay, so I mentioned a baby, right? Bro, the baby is laughing all the time. Like some kind of evil maniacal laugh, and it's like, dude, it's happened to me 2 times. There was one other time that I just heard the laugh, and that was when I was in the arena and I was fighting these fucks, like that, how that goes. Donald Marshall mentioning the arena and shit. And I think that one when I was in the arena, that was before I even heard about the cloning center and shit. And that happened, dude. And I'm sitting there with a katana and my whole body, I get cold, stone cold sober is what they call it. I get stone cold sober, man. And I remember charging at this thing, man, and it's somehow, some way, it's like he makes me do this thing like I'm doing this, I'm fighting, and it's like, I don't know how to explain it, man. Like they stun me. Yeah, like they stun me or something for a second or a moment or two, or I'm fighting him. And it's like, oh my god. Dude, I haven't thought about this in forever. And I remembered how it's like he pulled me in, like this thing that's laughing, pulled me in. And I still have my sword, and I'm like fighting, I'm trying to like fight him and shit with my sword. I'm trying to swing, right? And I'm getting all blurry somehow, but I can't really see anything, like, if that makes sense. Like, I'm just stunned. Like, I know it's weird. So I get closer to him, right? Bro, it's odd because I remember thinking that he sidestepped me whenever I go to fucking try to slash him, right? And then I grab the sword with both of my hands and I charged this thing, man. And that was the end of the memory. That was it. That's all. it's like they got a block on my memory. Like I can still get thoughts of what happened. Like, and it's also impressions. I guess you could say it's impressions. You know, it's like it just never really goes away. It's or I'm just waking up. I don't know exactly. But this laugh, man, it happened. I think when I was 19. Yeah, before. It was before I knew about Donald Marshall and shit, and I was like 19. So then, but I'm not sure if it was. I forget. I forget, man. That was a long time ago. I'm talking about 7 years ago. You know, like I mean, I got other things on my mind, you know? So, but anyway, and it's always shorter. These things are always like baby sized, I guess you could say. Like they're short, like they're only 3 feet tall, man. And I think that contributes to it because it's in the form of a baby, like in my head. But like it's like your reality is altered through your dream state because it's what do they call it, REM or whatever, rapid eye movement. It's your dreams are conflicting with reality at that time, you know. It's like, dude. And there's another guy that I saw online talking about this shit and said the same thing. It's just like that. Dude, these motherfuckers, they're legit. This is all legit. There's things that I don't tell y'all that I'm ashamed of, okay? Okay, so I want to go back to the baby before I go into that. The baby last night, man, in my dream, it's not a baby, it's the fucking lizard people. It's a 3 foot tall fucking motherfucking alien, whatever the fuck you want to call it, okay? We're fighting these fucking things, right? Dude. Bro, okay, I was at the cloning center, right? All these people, man, okay, so this is how it started. All of a sudden, I'm in the cloning center, right? I look to my left. It's like right here to my left, right? Back behind me. There's a guy. And he must have said something to this girl, I think. Because there was a girl in front of me, and I don't know how the fuck I knew it. But I just know. There's a female in front of me. We're all in line doing something. We're all fucking lined up. This is the most legit dream I've ever, or vivid, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, that I've ever had. I feel like I'm actually, I feel like something's real for once. Like something's like legit. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Okay. The guy was in front, back behind me to my left. You got the female in front of me, and you can see other people, but you can't see them, if that makes sense. And I can't see this guy's face so clearly that I can make out features and shit, but I think he was like Latino, I think, but no, maybe not, because honestly, all this shit that you did during that day, like before you go to sleep and shit, conflicts with the dream, or where the dream, right? Okay, it conflicts with it. It makes it seem, or some of it just mixes with reality that's already like shit that you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? It conflicts. And he was tannish, kind of tannish. And I look back at him, and I'm just so fucking, I'm being like this piece of shit guy, like this guy that's got a grudge against this guy, you know? I go over to him, bro. I start fucking with this dude. I start fucking, like, I have an attitude. I'm mean with it. Like, I usually, like, you know how I am, guys. Y'all seen me on my videos. Y'all seen how mean I can get. Dude, I fuck with this dude. He goes into another room. He starts crying. Okay, so like, just like, it's like he's not even there. Like in the head, like he's not all the way there, like he's in and out, like consciously. Like this guy has a clone. This guy has his real body. He's coming into his clone body, back and forth. And I'm fucking with this dude. I'm hitting this dude, and I kicked this fucking guy in the face. Okay? He goes into another room. He starts crying. I follow him and I still fucking with him, but that's about where the shit ends, okay? So probably, well, I mean, you know how your dream state is. You can't really tell time, but it's like the next scene, like something else you remember after that. And that the thing is that I remember the thing that I remembered is going up to a guy and I'm trying to fist bump this guy. I'm like giving him a fist bump, right? And there's this guy to my left and I'm like, for a second, because I'm like coming into my clone body, like I'm starting to remember this shit. Like I'm slowly waking up to this shit and I'm in my clone body. Okay, I've never had anything like this happen to me. I'm in my clone body and I'm just sitting there starry-eyed, like I'm just staring for a second, and then I look over to my left and there's a guy there. I don't know, I can't see his face, I can't make him out or anything, but I know he's there. He's there. I can make out their naked bodies. Everybody's naked. But I don't ever see any female naked but I'm just saying, my point is, this guy that I went up to fist bump, he was naked. But I didn't see his ass. I just saw his shoulders. He's so fucking tall. This guy is tall as fuck. Well, yeah, he's like tall, or some shit. And dude, and then okay, the last thing that I remember, and because it cuts off after that. I don't know I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm slowly waking up to this, I guess. It cuts off. I see a fucking alien. Like the lizard people, whatever the fuck they are. The clone. I think it's the clone. Like the cloned thing that they talk about. Like, I don't know how to explain it. They talk about this alien that existed back then, and now they're just clones of what they were back then. They're not even alive anymore. They've got wiped out or some shit. But these things, man, they okay, so the baby, he was in form of a baby, right? In my head. And okay, so the baby, I only saw the baby twice, okay? In my dream, right? In my head. I only saw him twice, but the first time they were just laughing. And that was when I was fighting them in the arena. You remember that? Okay. The second time I actually saw them, which was in the form of a baby, they had red eyes. Okay? Like it was fully red. The second time, which is last night, their eyes were black. Like you would see, like the little green men, like the fucking symbol and emojis that they got, the fucking depiction of little green men. Nowadays it's like slits for eyes, and then they got the fucking black, right? I can make out that clearly. That was so fucking clearly, dude. It was almost like I could see them, like see them. Okay, it was like they're gray. They're gray. They are. They're gray. And I could see the color on their face and everything. They don't have a distinguishable nose. I saw them. I actually saw them this time. And I got so fucking pissed. Dude. You know how pissed off I am at these motherfuckers? Because they keep bringing me to the cloning center. Come on, how am I not pissed? I look at this motherfucker and I'm just like, I'm doing that. And then it cuts off. It cuts off. Nothing. It just, nothing else after that. I wake up, actually. My heart, I'm half afraid. I'm half afraid, dude. Really. I'm half scared. I'm not even lying. I've woke up, and I never told y'all this. I woke up, and I want to go back to that thing that I'm ashamed of, but I woke up crying one time, man. Just crying. And I couldn't stop crying. It was... The thing I'm ashamed of, man, and it's weird. It's so weird. And I forgot to mention that another memory, another one that happened recently, and it's odd, dude. It's odd, dude, because I just put this video online, and now I'm posting another one. I talked to my mama, which is my grandmother, my grandmother, and it's my mom's mom, okay? And she's like my favorite, you know? She's the only family member that I actually loved, you know? But she's got issues, you know? I got issues, whatever, but I still love her. She's a good woman. She's helped me out. She doesn't care for money. She just does what she's got to do in life, you know? She's a good woman. And I saw her. She was like, I gotta go to the hospital. And you know, I didn't know this was significant, but I've had a dream of a building 2 times, and I knew it was a hospital. There was one time I was going into a convenience store, and I come back out, and I look over to my left, and it's like I'm out in the middle of the day. I look over to my left, and there's a hospital. Down the highway, like the road or whatever, you can clearly see it through the trees, and there's trees and everything. It's crazy. It's like my clone version is out there walking. Like out there walking, doing its thing. And there's a thing that connects to this. Dude. They got our clones out there walking around, homie. And I don't know how they do it. I think it's because we agree to this. I don't know if we agree to this and they block our memories when we come back, you know, because of the chip in the back of our heads, you know. But, dude, I was out in real life. I was out there. Out in the free world. So, okay, back to the hospital thing. She said, dude, okay, so the thing with the hospital, I've had plenty of dreams about the hospital I've been in 4 times. 4 memories that I remember, like, so clearly that you cannot just deny its existence. You can't just forget it. It's not something you can just forget, okay? This is probably the longest video. I'm doing all this shit at once. All this shit that's happened to me, man. I'm trying to do it all in one. I saw my memo there, man. I don't know if she said that she had to go to the hospital. And then she smiled at me, and I mean, I wanted to hug her, but that was it. That was the end of the memory. But no, well, before that, I saw the hospital, went in, and she said, oh, or she said I don't know if it was before, I don't know, man. She said she had to go to the hospital. I see the hospital. I'm in the hospital. Yeah, I guess she said it inside of it, which is weird. Yeah, she said it inside of the hospital when I got there. I gotta go to the hospital. And then I'm in the hospital, probably trying to get my shit checked in the back of my head, the chip, and redone, and all this bullshit, right? I've had a dream about that building clearly 2 times. The first memory, which is when I was fucking 5, 4, 3 years old, whatever the fuck age I was at the time. God, that was such a long time ago. I felt like I was in another dimension. This guy was checking out my dick and shit, right? And it's like he put me to sleep somehow. I think that at that time, sorry, I'm burping. At that time, I was actually it's actually a memory, like, of me walking around, like in real life, like out there, like out on the surface of the earth, not underground. I was walking out there walking around, man. Like, and then the doctor put me to sleep. How the fuck did he put me to sleep like that? That couldn't be real life. There's no way, right? I mean, unless I'm a clone, I don't know, man. No, there's no way. It was a memory of going to get my shit checked. If I don't get it checked, I guess I start remembering shit. That's exactly what it is. And in real life, when I was that age and that happened to me, right, I had a birthmark on my dick, and I told my dad about it, man. I told my dad. I didn't want my dad to see it. I guess I go to sleep that night, and I had to get my shit checked up, right? And that coincided, that collided with the, you know what I mean? It just blurred together through my clone body or my mind, and it came out that way. Like, I told the doctor, I have a there's, what is this on my dick? I'm only 4 or 5 years old, 4, 3, whatever. Things in real life collide with your clone body, like the shit in your clone body, you know? Okay, so back to the hospitals. I remember the hospital. It's a hospital. It's the same fucking hospital. I know it is. I know it is because it just looks the same. You know, with the lines through it, and then it's got the fucking, you know, it just looks, it looks legit the same. You know. Okay, on to the shit that I'm ashamed of. I'm only, okay, so one time, well, when I was like 12, 11, my cousin, she's beautiful, you know, beautiful girl. I wanted to fuck her. I'm only 11, 12. I don't know anything about sex, right? I don't know shit about sex. I go to sleep one night. I come on this bitch's face, man. I come on my cousin's face. Okay, that was the only memory that I have. And the word semen. Semen. I don't know anything about sex. Don't know shit about sex. Never heard of the word semen. Never. Never even cummed before. Okay? I was a sheltered kid. Never had any experience like that, okay? I mean, but I didn't want to fuck my cousin. I just being a boy. You know, being a boy. You know how boys are. When they grow up, it's like, you know, it's like natural. It's a natural thing. And then, but I didn't know it was, I was being bad, I guess. I didn't know. Nobody taught me this shit. Nobody had to talk with me, you know. My parents were shit, dude, you know, like my family is shit. I had a beautiful blonde cousin, okay? Dude, I come on her face in the memory that I had, or that I remember. And semen, the word semen came to me. I didn't know what semen was. And then when I got older, people called your cum semen. And I didn't even know what cum was. Okay, I'm an oblivious child to all this shit, okay? They let me fuck my cousin in real life. Because you know how I found out about it? You know how I found out how odd it was? It's because my cousin, later on when I was about 16, she said, "You look just like a guy that used to be that I used to date. He died in a car crash." Bro, my cousin would look at me and look at me and look at me constantly. Like she was remembering something, like she knows something, okay? Mind you, I never knew what cum was. I never knew all this shit. And she said that I looked like somebody that she used to be with, that she used to really care about, right? But they weren't together long. I don't know exactly how long. I wanted to ask her this. She said that I look exactly like that guy. And that he was a drummer. I always wanted to drum. Well, not when I was a kid, but I wanted to drum. You know, I like drums. I don't know why, but I like drums, right? So, when I heard her say that, man, it just made me realize that, you know, because after a little while I thought about it, it just made me realize I fucked this girl. Like, I was in my clone body in real life, close by, and I fucked this chick. Yep. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And remember, and all this shit, I mean, it's all in one. All in one. I never did a video like this. All in one. Please don't hate me, guys. You know, I'm a kid. I was a kid. I was oblivious to this shit. And I'm ashamed of it. That's why I never told y'all. But it's been on my mind a long time. And I'm glad I'm able to get it out right now, right here. Shit's legit. It's all happening. It's all happening. It's too many coincidences. There's no such thing as coincidence. To me, there's no such thing as coincidences. There might be a synchronization of energy around you. Like, you know? I mean, you've had instances where shit happened around you that like, I don't know how to explain it. Like a universal connection or something, you know? It's like 1 plus 1. Like that. Like, but in real life. Like, okay, I could be talking about, let's just, for an example, okay? This is like that. I wanted to finish on that. I have that ability. I predicted shit, okay? I predicted shit walking down the road. I looked at a camper. I was with my memo at the time. And, you know, like, the coast, over at the coast. I'm not even going to say a town or anything. We're over at the coast, and she has a job over there. I'm staying with her, right? I'm walking down the street, and we were staying in like a camper place, you know, and all this shit. I go to look at this camper, man, and I kept thinking, it's gonna get broken into. It's gonna get broken into. It's gonna get broken. It's just persistence, such persistence, you know. Come to find out, 3 weeks later, man, they wanted to blame me for it. Because I was out walking, I guess, at that time or some shit. Because he's never there. This guy is never at this camper, you know? He was gone for probably 3 weeks at a time, 2 weeks, whatever. It got broken into. And they thought it was me. I got so pissed, but I predicted it. Another instance, McDonald. Okay, so this word McDonald just came to me out of nowhere. Probably 2 hours later, I see the word McDonald. Okay? Dude, so many times this shit's happened to me. So many times, so many dreams I've had of the future. It's called precipitory timing, or whatever the fuck that word is, okay? It's scientifically proven that psychics do exist. And this shit is happening. This ain't no fucking bullshit. I ain't on drugs, okay? I don't ever do drugs. I smoke weed. Fuck yeah, I smoke weed. Hell yeah, I smoke weed. What the fuck you talking about? I'll slap you if you think it's wrong. Straight up. You know, they got a cure for cancer for this shit. Dude, this is probably my best video and longest video yet. And y'all gonna know a lot of shit after this. Y'all are gonna start waking up. I hope y'all do. I hope y'all, like, wake up in your clone body. Dude, start fighting back. That's all I got. All the advice I got for you. Every fucking body, start fighting back. When you're in your clone version, get this attitude in your head. And you will be that way in your clone body. Make the decision to either fight these motherfuckers or don't. Give up. Whatever the fuck you want to do. But it's your choice. It's your choice. But they're not going to quit until we all fight back. You understand? We can do it. We can fight back. That was proven. That was proven. Because I've attacked the machines. I've told myself to attack the machines. And they've gotten on my ass. They pressed the button on me. Where it just makes me stiff as a board. And dude, I wanted to escape one time down below, or wherever the fuck I was at the time. I remember it. And I remember coming up to this fucking tunnel, man. It had a whole bunch of stairs. And I wanted to start running towards it, right? And I start running towards it. And all of a sudden I stop because they fucking stopped me with their button, whatever the fuck, okay? I go stiff as a board, like I'm literally like I can't do anything. I'm looking around like, and they fucking got me like that, dude. They got a controller, man. They can control you, dude, through your chip in the back of your head. It's crazy. And I met this kid, man. Y'all remember me telling y'all about a kid that had the same shit happen to him. Whenever he fucking, like, somebody pushed a button and forced him to go kill his mom. Like, he said that something forced him to go kill his mom. Dude, they're trying to split us, man. They're trying to split us at the soul level, like, whatever you want to call it, dude. I call it the heart. Because, honestly, you know, without your soul, you don't have a heart. You don't. Stay safe out there, guys. Think for yourself. Hopefully y'all don't hate me for this shit. You know, but I'm being honest. All this shit happened to me. Legit. Stay safe out there. Keep thinking for yourself. Don't let anybody tell you that this shit ain't real, because it is. It is. Don't worry, I'm not scared. I'm starting to be brave on this. I was scared for a little while. But I face reality. I'm facing reality now, and I'm accepting it as what it is. And I don't care anymore. I'm gonna fight these fucks till my last breath. And you know, they're gonna fucking take my clone and use it as a fucking puppet against all these fucking real human beings. But that's okay. It's okay. One day they're gonna get it. Dude, you don't do shit without consequences. You understand? There is a fucking consequence eventually. If you're fucking stupid with it like they were, yeah, there's definitely a fucking consequence. Because they're being stupid with it. They're bringing too many people into the cloning centers. Too fucking many. And they're gonna, bro, it's not gonna work out like they want. It's really not. I mean, they might get so far, but it's not gonna work out for them. Think for yourself, guys.